like most people, you really don't want to find yourself in a life or death situation. But no matter how many layers of security or redundant government agencies, there is always the possibility of system failure. Rivers flood, dikes crack, forests burn, natural disasters can strike at any moment. Just ask the survivors of Hurricane Katrina. So it never hurts to brush up on some survival life skills just in case. With that in mind, here's our top 10 list of the coolest survival hacks you can use to give yourself an edge in a real-life crisis. Number 10. The lighter hack. If you've ever spent time in the outdoors, you know that fire is an essential tool for survival. You can use it to signal for help, protect yourself from wild creatures, stay warm, cook food, and much more. But how do you get that fire started if you're out of matches and your only lighter is broken or out of fuel? Fortunately for you, that lighter still contains ferrocium, and you can grind it off the striker. Though it's possible to collect it without any tools, it's far safer and more reliable to grind the striker against a hard surface, such as a wooden board, where you can control the pressure and duration of the stroke much more easily. Use a slow, methodical motion to grind the striker without making any sparks, and the ferrocium will gather in the lip of the lighter's butane casing. Just turn the lighter upside down to collect the pile of fine powder and place it on top of your kindling. Then simply strike the lighter normally so a spark ignites the pile, and you've got fire. Number 9. Tin can hack. So maybe you're a prepper who decided to stockpile a bit of food before things went south. Too bad you forgot to pack a can opener. Well, never fear. There's a simple way to open up that can without any tools. Find some cement or a concrete block and rub the top of the can against the surface to grind away the lip of the tin and expose some of the lid. It takes a while, but once you create a fairly smooth surface, just apply pressure around the can's middle and beneath the lid, and the top will pop right off without spilling any of your precious contents. Number 8. Fire from water. Plastic may be horrible for the environment, but it's tremendously useful in a survival situation. Besides carrying water and protecting dry goods such as matches or food, you can also hack your bottle to get a fire going on a sunny day. Just use the natural curvature of a full clear plastic bottle to focus sunlight onto a small point where you'll place your tinder. Paper, wood shavings, bark, and cotton products all burn easily, but this method does take a bit of patience. Once you see your tinder burning or smoldering, place the ember into a bundle of additional tinder and apply pressure without smothering it. Gently blow on the bundle to add oxygen, and you've got fire. Number 7. Nature compass. Hacking nature to point you north is simple, but not exactly easy. First, you'll need a slender piece of metal, preferably a needle, but any small piece of metal will do the job. Next, you'll need to rub or wipe the needle against a piece of cloth, and the static electricity will magnetize the needle. The number of wipes varies, but you can expect it to take roughly 50 to 100 tries before you've built up a strong enough charge. Once your metal shard is magnetized, place a leaf on the surface of still water and put the needle on top of the leaf. After a moment, the needle will point you north. Number 6. Flashlight hack. When the lights go out, a reliable flashlight means you won't be trapped in a building come nightfall, so long as you got batteries to power it, that is. If you ever find yourself with only one working battery, you can take a sheet of aluminum foil, fold it, and roll it into a cylindrical shape to complete the connection. This will drain the remaining battery faster, but you'll have a working light at least. Number 5. DIY candles. There are a dozen ways to keep your fire going long after the embers die out. And the best method in a pinch is to make yourself an oil lamp or a candle, something that will burn for hours without using up all your precious fuel. Though the ingredients may vary, the consistent element you need for every candle is something absorbent to act as the wick, and of course fuel to burn. Animal fat, cooking oil, or any other liquid fuel will work. But you can also use butter, nuts, cheese, wax, mayonnaise, and even crayons. In fact, most household items containing fat will work pretty much right out of the package. With crayons, for example, just light up their paper wrappings and their interior fuel will burn slowly. Butter will melt, however, and that can make a royal mess if you don't have something to put your candle in. To protect your candle and make it easy for you to place it on a flat surface, you're going to want a tin or aluminum can. If you're using something solid as your fuel source, you're going to want to melt it or break it up into pieces small enough to fit inside your container and soft enough to be absorbed by the wick. With your fuel loaded into a container, soak the wick thoroughly in the fuel and run the wick through the mouth of the can and the scrap pop topper to hold it into place. Light it up and enjoy the light and heat generated by this simple hack. Remember that anything you light on fire will get hot pretty quickly, particularly the fuel inside, and also your metal container. Wear a protective glove or any other means of insulating yourself before handling it. Number 4. Rain catcher. Yet another use of the plastic bottle is to cut into a makeshift rainwater catch. All you need is a knife or scissors to remove the round bottom and make 4 evenly spaced slits on each side. Fold out the flat pieces into a leaf shape pattern, and place it on top of a second collection bottle. The larger the bottle, the greater the surface area for collection. Remember that no harvested water is safe to drink without at least boiling it. Number 3. Makeshift trapping. The plastic bottle strikes again. This time with a simple hack to put some survival food on the table. Once again, you'll need a knife or scissors to cut the bottle in half. Load the bottom half with rocks to weigh the bottle down in water or hold it upright on land. Now invert the top half and secure it with cordage or tape. Insects, small crabs, and bait fish will all find it easy to enter through the plastic mouth, but difficult to leave. Fish, for example, are confused by the clear plastic and will waste their energy swimming against the see-through wall in a vain effort to escape. Insects, on the other hand, rely on surfaces with traction to secure their claws or footholds, and find it difficult to climb their way out of the sheer, smooth plastic surface. Number 2. 9-volt smartphone hack. If your car breaks down before you've had a chance to recharge your phone, you could be stranded for hours. But if you got a 9-volt battery and a car charger, you've got options. All you need is a small piece of metal, such as a car key, to complete the connection. Place the car charger's bottom pin in the plus connector of the 9-volt battery. Then place your metal piece against the side of the charger so that it touches the negative connector. To go hands-free, simply tape everything together, attach your phone, and it will power up quickly. Number 1. Filtered water hack. Even with all the above to aid you, water is still one of your most important survival needs. Plastic bottles can help you filter even the dirtiest water with a few simple ingredients and a little science. Any 2 waterproof containers will work here. Just make sure that your dirty container is elevated an inch or 2 above the collection bottle. Soak the tip of a piece of cloth or string into the dirty container, and place the dry tip in the clean one. As water is absorbed and filtered through the wick, gravity will pull it down into the clean collection bottle. You'll still need to boil the water before it's completely safe to drink, but now that you know how to hack fire, you've got everything you need.